Okay, yeah, looks like we're on. One day I'll figure out a better way to use a monitor. But until then, I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. I'm going to sing a song. I'm going to attempt to sing a song. A Grateful Dead song. Brent Midland song. There ain't nobody safer than someone who doesn't care. It isn't even lonely when no one's ever there. I had a lot of dreams once, and some of them came true. Honey's sometimes bitter when fortune falls on you. So you know I've been a soldier in the armies of the night, and I'll find the fatal error in what's otherwise alright. You're trembling like a sparrow. I will try with all my might to give you just a little sweetness. Just a little light. I've always heard that virtue ought to be its own reward. It never comes so easy when you're living by the sword. It's even harder to be heartless when you look at me that way. You're as mighty as the flowers that will grow the stones away. Even though I've been a stranger, full of irony and spite, only little but content for all things beautiful and bright. There's something shines around you and it seems a mighty light to give me just a little sweetness. Just a little light. It could be just another highway coiled up in the night. It could be just another whitetail baby stranded on my prize. There's a tingling recognition, like the sound of distant thunder, and I begin to wonder if the spell I'm driven under won't ignite just a little light. 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 So you know I've been a soldier in the armies of the night, and I'll find the fatal error in what's otherwise alright. You're trembling like a sparrow. I will try with all my might to give you just a little sweetness. Just a little light. Just a little light. Oh, just a little Yeah, just a little light. I, I do my own spin on it because I'm not a whole band, and yeah, I just kind of do my own thing there. It's the gist of it. Those are the lyrics. That's the chord progression, but there's no big long solo in the middle. If I had a band, I could work that out, but I don't have a band. And I doubt if I'll ever be in a band again. I was thinking about this the other day. I've tried to play with so many different people. A lot of amazing musicians, great, awesome people. They mean well. It's no fault of their own. I'm to blame most of the time when stuff goes weird, right? It's just to get some, it makes me realize why bands that last a long time get millions of dollars. It's because it's so hard to keep, you know, three or four or five guys on the same page for that long. It's just unbelievable. Whether it's egos, whether it's just scheduling, whether it's health things. People get sick, people have injuries. I mean, just so many crazy people have babies. That seems to be the big one right there. Babies, everyone's got a band and everything's going great, and all of a sudden the one guy shows up at practice. Hey guys, remember that dream we had about conquering the world with rock? Well, I conquered it with my. I won't say it. But that's all fine and good. It is what it is. What's meant to be is meant to be. That's the way I look at it. It's just you have to be able to roll with the changes, like REO Speedwagon said, right? Got to roll with the changes. But so we're here in the basement studio doing blind Bob Ross method, where I pick a random sound on the keyboard and then pick a random drum beat on the drum machine and then try to make a song out of it. At least the basis of a song, a good structure, big long jam where we could at least like a chord progression we could jam over. And also I do what I'm doing right now, the commentary, where I talk a lot and give my little social commentary. I lean right. So if you, I actually don't lean right. The world shifted so far left that I'm now over here in the right zone. Because I'm not an old white fodgety codgety rich guy. I am basic human, like I'm middle of everything. I'm not here, I'm not there, I'm like in here. Actually, I guess I'm below middle or less, technically, if you want to get technical. But I don't aspire for monetary success. That's why this page isn't monetized. I've had it for years and I've never tried to get subscribers or any of that. The only reason I'm saying this spiel right now is because I saw there was like 3 people that looked at it because I put Megan and Harry. I think that's why. Yeah, I'm going to get a couple more songs. Let me see what this thing is doing over here. I wonder if anyone noticed that was going in alphabetical order. Huh. What's hidden back there? I just found some hidden writings. my uncle went riding down South Colorado, West Texas bound. We stopped over in Santa Fe, that being the point, just about halfway. And you know it was the hottest part of the day. Took the horses up to the stall, went to the bar room, ordered drinks for them all. 3 days in the saddle, you know my body hurts. It being summer, I took off my shirt. And I tried to wash off some of that dust and dirt. West Texas cowboys, they's all around. Liquor and money, they's loaded down. So soon after payday, that seemed a shame. You know my uncle, he starts a friendly game. A high-low jack and the winner takes the hand. Uncle started winning, cowboys got sold. One of them called him, and then two more accused him of cheating. Oh no, it just couldn't be. I know my uncle, he's as honest as me, and I'm as honest as a different man can be. One of them cowboys, he starts to draw. I shot him down, but he never saw. Shot me another, oh now we won't grow old. In the confusion, my uncle grabbed the gold, and we hightailed it down to Mexico. I love my uncle, I'll ever go. I love the cowboys, I love the gold. I love my uncle, God rest his soul. He taught me so well. I grabbed that gold, and I left his dead ass there by the side of the road. I always mess up that lyric. I think about it too much. I know when I'm coming up to it, and I like do it backwards. But that's the gist of it. I had that one. I did that one the other day, but like I said, I was kind of mad because I messed it up, and I messed it up again. So. acoustic. Yeah, good deal. I like this acoustic. Probably the best $200 I ever spent, honestly. That acoustic, Yamaha. It's got tears on it. It's got blood on it. It's got scrapes and scraps. It's got dings and stickers, and stuff that, memories that can never be replaced. Truly, I wouldn't sell it for $200. If someone offered me $200, I'd be like, nah. Nope. I mean, if it was $200 to get my papers, like to say I was vaccinated or something, because I imagine those are going to be going out around here pretty soon. The fake papers. It's like politicians and the naive people like to think that the black market doesn't exist anymore. It's thriving more than it ever has, especially with all the foreigners that have come over and gone back and forth, and all the mail, not just the USPS anymore. It's FedEx, it's UPS, it's Amazon. It's just every kind of different courier. So just imagine the stuff that's going back and forth in the packages. There's probably been body parts sent through like FedEx or something. I started a little bit early today because I'm kind of antsy. This is episode 97. I'm chomping at the bit. It's not necessarily I want to get this over with, but yeah, I want to get this over with, this milestone, get past 100 or up to 100. Then I think that's saying something. If you do something for 100 days in a row for an hour a day, now that I'm thinking about it, fuck, I could have did push-ups. Imagine if I did push-ups for an hour a day, every day at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night before bed. I did an hour or so worth of push-ups. I'd be huge by now. Oh my God, 100 days. I'd be like before and after. Damn, I should have did that, because I did the before and after with this, and I looked back to the first day, and then I looked at the one from yesterday, and there's no difference. I'm the same sloppy kind of. I make mistakes. I'm okay. I hit a good note here and there, but not like a pro. That's real polished and whatnot. I don't think I could ever quite be like that. I'd always be, not to compare myself to Jimmy Page, but he was known as being kind of, I hate to use the word sloppy, but that word has been used to describe him. He's awesome and he does stuff, but he's reaching, he's reaching for something. He's going, when he hits like a bad note or something, it's because he's reaching up beyond the realm of what you thought was possible. It may be impossible, but he's reaching for it anyway. And so that's where I gain a bit of my inspiration. I gain inspiration from a lot of places. I was just listening to a story today about after Randy Rhoads died, and the crazy connection between Richie Blackmore and Randy Rhoads. I never even put the two in the same sentence together before today. But it turns out the guy that killed Randy Rhoads had gotten a job working with Deep Purple as their, I think he was bus driver. And Richie walked in and looked at the guy and said, "No, he's not working for us." And they said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Look at his aura. It's black. He's got a black aura about him." And like everyone was like, "What?" But they didn't mess with Richie. So they said, "Okay, fuck it, dude, you're out of here." Richie says, "You got a black aura. Get the fuck out." And so he went and worked with Ozzy. Then Ozzy gave him a job as his fucking tour bus driver, and he's the one that they were at that airfield, and he knew how to fly a plane, so he flew the plane and gave Randy a ride. For some reason, Randy took a ride to a plane, and he hated planes. That's why they were on a bus tour to begin with. God, they would have did the tour with a plane, but he didn't like planes. Why, Randy? It makes you wonder, I tell you. Like, I mean, now this is just me speculating, of course, but imagine if, like, Randy said, "I'm quitting the band and I want out now." And Ozzy was like, "But you can't get out now. We got like 10 shows left. An album, And so he's like, "Nope, I'm leaving right now." And the bus driver was like, "Yep, I'm leaving now too." And Ozzy fucking shot them both in the back. And then the girl came around and he shot her too. And then Sharon like heard the noise and was like, "What the fuck's going on, Ozzy? You've lost your mind." And Ozzy probably shot once at her, like, Phew. And she's like, no, I'm on your side, Ozzy." He's like, "Oh, what are we doing? You just shot Randy and you shot the bus driver and Randy's girlfriend. What's wrong with you?" Ozzy's like, "I don't know." And so they had to make it look like an accident. So they fucking put an explosive on the plane. It rolled it over by the bus and just blew it up and just told witness, when the cops came, "What happened?" They said, "Oh, they took the plane and it crashed, Oh." And who would question that, I mean, that's just total speculation. I don't know if that happened. I'm just I always look to some weird other thing in history that may have happened because we know, especially now, we know how much made up bullshit is out there. You know how much made up. I remember I should know better. I felt bad after they had that Richard Jewell. Now I remember when that happened, and I remember they said they got the guy, and I remember looking at him on TV, and I was like, "Oh, that filthy son of a bitch! Oh, you fucking bastard! I hope you rot in hell." You know, to do that all to all them innocent people. They had me hating on Richard Jewell. And he turned out he was a fucking hero. No one believed him. He was telling people, "Hey, there's a bomb. Get away, get away." And they're all laughing at him. "Just shut up, man." And he's like, "No." And he insisted, "No, fucking get away. I think this is a bomb." It was a backpack, you know. And then some people finally did start walking away. And thank God they did, because if they wouldn't have started walking the other way, you know, got 10, 15 feet away, there would have been more deaths and a lot more casualties. It's so Richard Jewell. You know, afterwards the the FBI, one of the reporters slept with the FBI guy, and he then he leaked information for that, you know, little sex act. You know, he said, "Yeah, it's a guy named Richard Jewell. We got him. We're pretty sure it's him." And then so the press ran with it and just fucking ate him to shreds. Richard Jewell, you know, his mom went from being super proud, like he was on TV the first day as like a kind of like a hero. They said he was the first on the scene. He was telling people and this and that. But then they twisted it around right after that, and it just turned into mad witch hunt, you know. And how they do it, the media is just unbelievable because they have the loudest voice. It's almost like if you're in a room arguing or debating with someone, and you have this megaphone, right? Like you're trying to say your point, whether it's the truth or not, doesn't really matter. No one's going to hear it. It's who has the loudest voice. Blah, 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 blah. What do you say? Blah, blah, blah. I can't hear you. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that I thought it was a good thing. I thought press and having like the internet and TV and everything was good to be able to reach millions at one time, but to be able to pass misinformation or disinformation is what I like to call it. Is dangerous, and I believe that could be considered a form of terrorism. And when they start talking about terrorism, you know, foreign and domestic. I mean, how domestic we talking? You talk about Biden, Pelosi, that type, McConnell. They're pretty domestic, and they're pretty terrorizing. Then people are just. I looked at some of the stuff in that COVID bill, and it's just unbelievable. Basically, like the city of San Francisco has fallen so fucking far behind because they pay people to go around and clean up the human shit that's all over the fucking sidewalks. The people will just, it's not uncommon to just see someone shitting right on the sidewalk in California. And so they've hired people to go. And so that's just an example of how they've mismanaged their funds, and they're so far behind that Pelosi snuck that into the bill where they get $600 million, $600 million, basically for people to pick up shit that other people don't pick up when they could just do like homeless people around here and like go into the Wendy's and take a shit and then just leave. Wow. I mean, as far as that goes, you could literally pick up your own shit like they do dog shit, you know. Except for I got a feeling it's probably all runny and stuff. Homeless people probably don't eat that well. Then again, in San Francisco, they probably do. I got a feeling there's a bunch of do-gooders there that bend over backwards for these fucking homeless people that take advantage of other people. Yeah, I was never on the homeless kick. I thought there's a couple different homeless people. There's one type of homeless person who wants to be homeless, like actually hates possessions, would just like to live like in a tent out in the forest and just
live day to day, and that's fine. There's no reason you have to have huge, big, a massive, um, cars and houses and boats and all these other things, to be happy. And then there's the other kind of person that maybe had mental illness and for some reason or another in the service, or just misdiagnosed, or they fell out of the system, and so they're just kind of wandering around the streets. And then you also got the other kind that just take advantage, and they're the kind that you see standing on the corner, saying I'm homeless, and then they're there for about 4 hours, and they make about $800, and then they walk to their car, which is nicer than any car that give them the money. Most of the people that I've noticed that too, that most people that give money to those people have meager means. They like their cars are modest and whatnot. It's because they don't have money, because they're dumb because they give their money to people that have more money than them. So maybe they don't deserve money. And then the final person I think that is homeless is someone who by karma deserves it. Like they're homeless for a reason. They're a piece of shit. They've lost every friend, every family member has written them off because they've just been a user, abuser. They might be a thief. They might be a just evil person. I don't know what makes a person do the things they do. It's just crazy. But yeah, we kind of got off track there. See, I do that a lot. The commentary, that social commentary, it comes out, and I just let it flow. Sorry. It's all just my opinion. A social commentary. Let's get a beat. Well, I guess first we'll get a sound. Wind it up and see where she stops. Is that the distorted guitar? Yeah, distortion. We can work with that. Okay, let's get a random beat here. Come on, let's get it. Let's get a good one here. What a weird combination. This sound and that beat. I love it. Mm-hmm. Huh. I hope I'm not going to be having technical difficulties. Yeah, it kind of ran its course. My thumb is bothering me tonight. I got a burn on the side of my thumb, a chemical burn. I had it the day before yesterday, and it was bothering me yesterday, but for some reason today, I think from just washing my hands so many times and using that thumb so much in the last day, has really bothered it. It's like the skin peeled off the side of right by the nail, so it's kind of like a what do you call that when you have a thing down the side of your nail? It's not an ingrown nail. There's a name for it. I can't think of it right now. Yeah, write that in the comments if you can think of that. What you get on when your nail, that's the skin on the side of your nail kind of rips down. I hate that, but that's kind of what it caused because it kind of burned around the edge of my thumb. You like hearing me cry? You like hearing yourself cry, Terry? Well, I'm used to it at this point. We're going to go for another sound and another beat because I think I've done enough talking to get myself in trouble. I don't know what the criteria is. I mean, I've done. Um, I guess maybe I haven't talked in depth about the election because I heard you weren't allowed to. But I mean, we all know what happened. It was obvious. Even the Democrats at this point know, and they're just there's like a big portion of them are laughing about it, like ha ha ha, we got away with it, and then there's actually a portion that are like, damn, wow, this is kind of spooky. This is not, remember when Democrats used to be against the establishment? Now Democrats fucking are the establishment, and look what they're doing with it. Oh my God, they're just ramming everything down our throats. Like, our great great grandchildren are going to be paying for this if they're even allowed to have money. They might not have money anymore because they're going to be slave. I can't imagine what it's going to look like in 50 more years from now. They're going to take away everybody's guns. No one's going to be able to fight against anything. No one fights anymore now anyway. Like the mask, they just had us all do that overnight. We all had to wear masks, or you couldn't shop. You were going to starve to death. You couldn't fucking get food. You couldn't go anywhere. It's just crazy. It's very very crazy. That's why I was glad to see them start easing up on the mask mandates. I'm trying to think if I've wore a mask anywhere going in to the store. Well, you see a lot of people wear them and they're just down around their neck, and I don't mind that. I don't get up on them. I don't get up on people anyway. I mean, who lived their life like that anyway? I've always been careful what I touch. I don't go like touching the screen at the grocery store and touching all the buttons and punching in my PIN number and everything, and then picking my nose and then put my finger in my mouth, with germs. Although the person that does that is probably never sick. Their immune system is so strong because they're used to that germs just being in their. People that eat dirt, they're never sick. They always have like great complexions. You wonder, you look at them like, how in the hell? Okay, random sound. We're gonna get something really good this time. Marcato strings. Good. Let's see what kind of beat we can work with that. No, that's beat number one. That's not the one. We got to do the random thing. We got to stick to the rules. So, random beat. Here we go. Well, I just had this one. Yeah, I'm not doing this one again. I just had this one. That's the rule. We don't do them twice in a row. What are the chances of that? Hitting that like that? Let me go over to the beginning now. We know we had Marcato strings, so I can work with that. Okay, Marcato strings. And now, we got to get a beat. Come on, a good beat now. Huh. Yeah, it was okay. It's layering. You do one layer for a little while, you see how it is. You want to add on to it, maybe reinforce it. Like if you have a little part and you want to emphasize it, you just it's real malleable. It's like sculpting. It really is like sonic sculpting. You're like taking globs of clay and putting it on. You kind of shape it first and then slap it on like you have a round, like a head, and then you make an ear, like you're making an ear. And then you put it on there, boom, and hopefully it's a good looking ear, or at least it looks like an ear. If it's on the side of someone's head, it most likely will look like an ear, or at least an attempt at an ear. But I'm having an issue right now. I'm thirsty. It's hot today, and I have my water, and it's just about empty. So I'm gonna have to go grab another thing of water. I drank a whole cup of water already. It's only been about what, half an hour. I started at I think 8:30, and it is 9:18. Also, it's been almost an hour, so I got to turn off his heater and run upstairs and get some more water. So I'm gonna put my little sign up, my "Be Right Back" sign. You know what that means? Be right back means be right back, unless I have an accident, which is possible. Yeah. Yep. Be right back. Got some fresh agua right there. Didn't take too long. Didn't take too long at all. Cheers. Cool, refreshing. Yes, very cool and very refreshing. Where are we at here? Doing Blind Bob Ross. Yeah, that's right. Bob Ross, incredible. How he could get, like a tree out of it. He used just like he didn't use little fine brushes and stuff. He used a freaking knife most of the time. Like a knife. He would just scrape and make all this stuff. Like, get out of here, man. But he couldn't do this. He couldn't make a show out of this. Just trying to do a painting out of the blue each night. That'd be, I bet he could. They probably just like didn't want to risk it, being a show and whatnot, and having all that money wrapped up in it and scheduling and whatnot. So they would have to have it, thought out and prepared and pre-planned. So it's not as spontaneous as you think. Like this right here is spontaneous. I'm randomly picking. Here we go. Random. Wait. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I was on the beat. First I have to pick the sound and then the beat, because if you go back from the beat to the sound, the sound gets messed up for some reason. I haven't figured out why. So first I got to get the sound. Randomly spinning. String ensemble. It's close to the one we just had, but not quite. So I guess we'll use it. And then the style of drum beat. Let's see what we can get here. Ooh, come on. Okay. Country pop. could have went on forever. I could have layered and layered on that. Whew. But I felt bad for the drummer. I would have given him a break. He just kept going and going and going. Stop already. Stop him for the sake of all that is humane. Stop. Stop the drummer from drumming. It's another one. Could have went on and on. I wanted to do something. I didn't really incorporate the keyboard into that last one like I wanted to. So I wanted to do some due diligence with that sound. Something that would help me. But for what it's worth, I got to remember to say what the names of these sounds and these beats are, so I can remember them when I go back. Sometimes I can't remember the actual name of the beat or whatever. Yeah, that was that country pop. Before that, and then it was the strings, orchestra strings. Let's see what time we got here. Oh shit. Looks like we're done. So I'm gonna noodle for a minute, and then that'll be it. And then you can be on your way. And I'll be on my way to go to sleep. You know, great thing about when you're sweating, when you sweat a little bit and you're playing, you can hold on to your pick a little easier. It'll practically stick to your finger. So you can kind of go like that and it would still stick to your thumb. But like in the winter months, it's dry, you know, so it's always wanting to shift around in my grip. It's funny. I gotta stop. It's late. I get going and then I get my second wind and I think I'm gonna keep going, but I gotta stop. I was only supposed to go an hour. So I'm getting antsy. I want to get this 100th episode under my belt. I know you're only supposed to think of the episode ahead, like they tell a playoff championship game, or they tell people, you go to the Super Bowl and they say, well, we want to, but we're concentrating on the game next week, and then the one after that. We're taking it one step at a time. So it's good to have smaller goals to lead up to those big goals. Everyone has their own way. I can't tell anybody how have their own way. I'm not saying my way works, so use your way. That's the best way. Whatever way makes you happy is the way. Unless it hurts others, then I would not advise it. But we'll be back tomorrow for the 98th stinking episode. Wow. If I make it. That would suck to die or have something crazy happen and be like paralyzed or get bit by a snake or something crazy happen, or the internet shut down, or just anything. Break my guitar. No, don't even say that. I'm gonna knock on wood for that one. Don't have that happen. But yeah, if all goes as planned, I'll be back here tomorrow for the 98th episode. So yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. How the hell do I get this thing? I can't even reach this thing anymore. Okay. End stream.